Yewande.
Hi.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hello.
So what are you hoping to get out of today's session?
Well, it will be interesting hearing other people's opinion about issues in Nigeria, and also would like to share my opinions too.
So what are you hoping to get out of today's session?
I like to talk, and I like interacting with people that like to talk, especially when we're getting insightful conversation and all that. So I'm very open-minded about it.
Okay, so would you say people in Nigeria publicly condemn sex or engage in sex acts?
They publicly do and secretly enjoy it, and are doing it like way more than like look at the population like we're a lot. Okay, so like something is not adding up.
Now, would you say people in Nigeria publicly condemn sex or engage in sex acts?
Publicly condemn sex, and I personally feel like every person that has an opinion about sex has had sex.
Okay, do you think people are biased in terms of women who frequently have sex as opposed to men who frequently have sex?
Yeah, definitely. Like you hear women having sex, like dude, nah, you shouldn't have sex. Like what you do, close your legs. Like don't speak about sex. Nothing. Like sex, like for men. Like so, who are men having sex for? Like.
Do you think people are biased in terms of women who frequently have sex as opposed to men who frequently have sex?
Yeah, generally in the typical African society, women are expected to be a lot more modest than they are, keeping more put together, and then when it comes to sex, we're supposed to be the ones that don't indulge less with our husbands. Yeah, that's just what it is. It's just, I think it's part of the culture and traditions.
Okay, great.
Introduce yourselves
To each other. Hi, I'm Priscilla Asexuality.
My name is Yewande.
It's not all we get to tell each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can introduce yourselves
More?
I'm Priscilla Asexuality. I'm a presenter, model, aspiring actress, aspiring YouTuber, aspiring motivational speaker. I'm very aspiring.
Yeah, we get that. Well, I'm just here one day.
Okay. I think there is a bias in Nigeria towards how society views men that have sex as opposed to women that have sex.
I agree.
I totally agree.
When it comes to sex, men are the ones should be having sex. I don't understand how that makes sense. Okay, who are they having sex with? Like, if you say, if a girl says, oh yeah, a girl speaks about her sexual experience, it's almost like, wow, like, why are you having sex? Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Nothing is adding up. It's just like a lot of people could say going on.
Generally, even when sex is wrong, like when you're cheating on somebody,
Yeah.
it seems like it's not acceptable for a man to cheat than for
Sure.
a woman to cheat. I mean, sometimes a man would cheat and a woman would say she wants to leave her husband. We'd be like, no, stick with him.
Yeah.
You know, he's your husband.
Endure.
But if it's the woman, society will shame her. Even her family members will not want her
Sure.
and all of that. And even growing up, I think women generally, young women, they just feel like, okay, everybody's watching me. I can't, let's say they saw you entering a guy's room,
Yeah.
like everybody starts to talk about it. But there's this guy that literally has girls over every single day and everybody is
He's
fine.
a bad guy.
Yes.
You know,
You
he's
know,
doing
everybody-
something right.
Yeah, everybody's giving him thumbs up.
Okay. I think the number of past sex partners my current partner has had, or if they are virgin, is not important to me.
I agree.
I don't really know about that.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't think it bothers me if my partner has had like a lot of girls or whatever. I don't think it's important me. Like, it's in the past, okay? So I'm not going to judge you based on the amount of
I think
girls
the
you've had.
problem is sometimes when you know the people that they've been with.
Okay, yeah,
and then those
I
people
see
try
that.
to rub it in your face
This,
that,
like,
yeah, I've been with this guy. That is
that
the
could
only
be
problem I have. But
annoying.
other than that, I think it's fine.
Yeah, but I guess
Everybody-
that's not on him if the other person is rubbing it into your face.
Yeah,
that
but it still pisses you
still
off.
pisses-
Like,
yeah,
pisses you
I mean, we're
off.
humans, we have feelings, so I guess
Exactly.
that.
So generally, it doesn't really matter. Even being a virgin, I think sometimes it makes the person a little bit harder to relate with. Because sometimes you don't want to cross a line. You don't want to
Yeah.
say something that will make the person uncomfortable.
Sure.
You don't want to say something that will make disrespectful. So yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I believe anyone younger than 18 is too young to have sex.
I'm sorry, but I totally agree. I think if you're younger than 18, you're too young to have sex. One of the reasons I think that is even generally, it's not really legal, right? From 18, you can start engaging whenever you're an adult.
Yeah.
I think generally you need time. Sex is it's a lot of processing. It's like the most intimate thing. So I feel like sometimes you're not there yet, and then you could easily make mistakes, like get STDs, like, you know, get pregnant, because
Yeah.
you're not old enough. And sometimes there's places you can't even go, like you can't really go and buy a condom. People looking at you like, but once you're 18, you have friends, you know people. I think it's easier and it's better.
Oh, I guess I'm sort of in between, because like even if when you're like younger than 18, you can still get curious about it, and if there's like a proper sex education, I think it should be okay for like maybe like 16, 17-year-olds
Yeah.
to have sex with each other, not like
See, that's why I'm saying I think it's wrong, because most times if you say it's fine to have sex,
Yeah.
they're not going to have sex with people their age sometimes. Some of them will go ahead
Yeah,
to
I
have
guess,
sex with
I guess
older
with
people.
but then that's on the older people,
Yeah.
not with
But the thing is,
underage people.
it's on the older people, but the effects are on the
the
younger
young people.
person. That's why I think it's just safer.
Yeah, we can't really like force them not to have sex.
That's the thing,
okay.
we can't force them.
We can do is just give them proper education, and then
So if you do have proper education and support, maybe you can indulge. But if you don't, then the smart thing to do would be to abstain till like you're 18. At that point, you're like,
I think Nigerian schools should have sex education classes.
yeah, I think we should.
100% agree
Yeah.
with
I
that.
actually had a few sex education classes when I was
Did
in
you?
secondary school. Yeah. It's actually very interesting because as much as the sex education class, they always try not to talk about sex. They talk about menstruation, talk about everything else except sex.
So was
I'm
that
like,
actually
what
sex
are we
education class
doing
then?
here? And I'm actually very, very inquisitive. So sometimes I would ask some question. I'd be like, so, you know, and then it's always older women. They'd be like, why are you asking me that? I'll be like, what is the sex education class? They say it's sexual health,
Oh.
not sex education. I'm like,
I actually don't remember having any sexual education class in high school. All I remember is probably like, okay, they teach the girls how to use like pad and
Pads,
tampons and
yeah,
everything,
that's
but
usually
sex
it.
ed was like literally nothing, zilch.
it's really bad
Which was-
because honestly, I don't think knowing about sex would have made me want to have sex if I didn't want to have sex.
True.
I think it would have just made me enlightened enough, and
Yeah.
it would have been really helpful. And it might have even made me want to wait till like I'm
Probably,
older. You know,
probably.
so
It's really important, and schools need to
yeah.
get on that.
you definitely
Okay.
do.
I think abstinence is the best solution, especially till marriage.
Best
I don't
solution
know
for
about
what?
that.
Best solution for what? First of all, I don't think is best. It just depends on the person. Okay,
Yeah.
why do you want to wait till you get married? Like, okay, is it because she just wants to have like just one person, or like what's the reason behind it? If it's okay to not to get pregnant, there are other means of not getting pregnant than abstinence. So I don't see it being
I
the best
think-
solution.
From a moral standpoint, everybody starts off not wanting to have
Have
sex
sex.
till they're married. Until
Yeah.
something happens, and then it happens, and then you just
just, like,
go along with it.
Yeah.
So generally, I feel like if you have a good enough reason, I feel like if it's religious or it's because of like a personal thing, it's not just because of everybody else, then maybe you can make it work. But if you're fine with doing your thing, like go ahead, like.
Okay. I believe a husband can rape his wife.
Oh yeah, okay, definitely you can with his wife, because you guys are married doesn't mean like she just like totally belongs to you. She doesn't have any control or say on what, like when she wants to have sex.
Yeah.
it can definitely happen. Like you can still know when you're married. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely possible.
Yeah,
You
and-
can't just force your way.
And the truth is, sometimes it's more like person emotionally blackmails you when you refuse to have sex when you're married, you get. So I feel like sometimes they're in that place where they just agree to the man anytime he wants to have sex. You know, the thing is sometimes it comes off like women should not be trying or wanting to make a move, like it's the man.
Yeah.
And then some days you're not just in that place, and because it's the day the man is making the move, they're like, okay, you know. So it can be rape when you don't have, it's not consensual, it's like forced. Like somebody forces you to do it, yeah. And then sometimes men come in drunk. I actually had a story once of a lady that her husband was drunk and then he forced her and beat her and did this and did that. So yeah, there's different situations and different perspectives to this. So, yeah.
Okay. I think sexual harassment in Nigeria is a very common issue, but is not taken seriously.
I agree. It's so common as going down the street. Men just like calling you, or like even in the market, you have like touching you. It's like there's no personal space, there's no boundary. It's actually too much in Nigeria.
It's really, really bad, and it's because people don't really like to talk about it. I think sometimes it's so bad that even when you have these experiences, you don't really go to anyone because you feel like, this person will just judge me, or this person will just say something, you know. And then, especially for younger girls, I feel like sometimes it's so hard because some of them are not, they're not even exposed to these things yet, and then it just comes, and then they're just overwhelmed. So generally, it's like even their mothers sometimes can't go to them.
Yeah, I think it's also very like over that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, someone has come here, that's
Like
normal.
literally,
Someone's
there's no
touching you,
girl
that's normal.
that has never had some kind of sexual harassment. Literally no girl. And there was this one time I was in the bus once and there was this man. His hand just kept going around like this.
I think abortion should be legal in Nigeria.
I completely agree. Banning things never solves anything. People will still find a way of doing it. Even if you ban abortion, people are going to have unsafe abortion and like die in the process. So why not make it safer for actually women? I don't want kids to actually be able to terminate a pregnancy instead of just banning it. It solves nothing. It just puts lives in danger.
I totally agree too. But I'm also of the opinion that people should be more careful. If you don't want to have a baby, then
Don't have
make
sex?
the mistake of getting
exactly.
pregnant. There's
Because
different ways.
you don't
Make
actually
a conscious
volunteer
effort
to
not to get pregnant. Some people have
Yeah, but things
unprotected sex
happen.
all the time, and they just feel like, just.
I'm sorry, but have you heard of people with what's it called, contraceptive actually getting pregnant?
I know. That's a different case. But I'm like, there's people. I'm talking about people that actually have unprotected sex.
How do you now differentiate the people that actually use contraceptives and people that don't, and say, okay, yeah, you that they use, you
No,
can't
what I'm
have
saying is
abortion.
you can, if it comes to that point. But I'm saying people should be conscious enough not to get pregnant. Like just make a conscious
Okay.
effort. Yeah.
Okay. I believe Nigerians are very critical of women purchasing any sex-related items such as condoms, contraceptive pills, or even sex toys.
I agree. Seriously, Nigerians are just like such judgmental people.
I think the most common one is condoms. When girls go out to buy condoms,
This is like giving you some side eye.
like even the person at the counter is putting it into the leather very
bags.
slowly, like giving you
like
the
I'm
eye.
judging you.
Yeah, exactly.
You shouldn't be doing this.
So yeah, it's really bad. Just makes it harder for girls to be
Actually
themselves
go by,
and just let loose.
Okay. I believe anything other than a yes isn't consent.
I agree.
Totally believe so.
Yeah, and even if there's a yes, and then it doesn't feel like there's something off, like that
Like
is
the person
still
was somehow coerced, or the person just said yes.
yes, just because like you're like begging or
then
whatever.
still-
So that's still
it's wrong.
definitely still wrong. It should be like some excitement. You should be like yes, not
Even if it's
Sorry.
not yes, because generally some people are a little bit shy, but it should be very,
It should be like some sign language, like
Yeah.
some. You can always tell when someone's like
Yeah.
interested or involved.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Okay. I think prostitution, being a runs girl, or any other form of sex for money is a shameful profession and should be condemned.
No, I
Disagree.
don't think so.
There's nothing shameful about prostitution.
There is stuff shameful about it, but I don't think people should be put down for those reasons.
What's the shameful about it?
I mean, because of what society has made it into, it is. But I feel like people should have the chance to express themselves and do what they want to do. Because every profession you do it and then you get paid, right?
Yeah.
And some people, that is what they know how to do. And some other people, that is what they have found to do. They don't have any other thing.
Yeah, but
just
I guess, okay, it's shameful, but then the shame is just placed on the workers rather than the people actually.
That's why I'm like,
sex.
it's shameful, because it's like the shame is one-sided. Okay, so yeah, these people are, you know, prostitutes and all of that, but they're indulging with other people. So how come those other people don't get any kind of shame? It's only shameful to the people who have said, okay, yes, this is who I am, and this is what I am. So yeah, it's sad.
I think it's possible for people to be asexual where they do not have any sexual feelings for anyone.
Yes, it is possible to be asexual. Like you can have like basically it's like having attraction but not wanting to like sort of like express it or have sex with anyone. So yeah, it's 100% possible.
Yes,
and
totally possible.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I don't think you're broken or something because you don't.
Yeah, I know. Not everybody's going to think that is cool. You know, some people are going to make it seem like you are.
Maybe you've been through like some abuse or like you've been raped. So
you know,
like,
but it happens. It happens. You're attracted to someone, but not sexually. You know, and generally that's just who you are. Just how you are. It's fine.
yeah, I guess maybe there needs to be more medication about it.
So I feel like there's people that they get attracted to people, but they need to get to a point where they find somebody that they're actually sexually attracted to. So generally around
No,
the
but
time
even
when they feel
asexual
that
people,
way,
they have sexual attraction, but they don't want
to indulge.
Yeah, basically. So
It's fine. It's
possible.
their choice. Like everybody should choose.
Yeah.
Now, any last words?
Last words. First off, thing about abortion.
Yeah.
I think people need to be more conscious of contraceptives and stuff. Because I think sometimes people throw that out of the window, you know, and people should need to know more about contraception and all. I'm not saying abortion is wrong, okay? I'm not saying it's right either. What I'm saying is it gets to a point where sometimes you don't have any other choice. But before that, you can make an effort. So it's a mistake, yeah, like it just happened. But there's people that don't make an effort, like they just, you know, they don't really care, and then maybe afterwards they jump up or maybe do some really crazy things and claim that that's going to stop them from getting pregnant. So I feel like in that case, like people just need to be more conscious, you know, to make an effort. If you're having sex, then own it and be more responsible.
Okay, I agree with that. I don't think I have any last words. I think I covered my points.
Okay, hi one day.
Hi.
So did you learn anything new?
I guess just a little bit. Like me and my partner had like similar views, and just hearing some issues that like, you know, you hear about issues and like you think well they're just like particular to you, but hearing that like most women go through that, so that was quite interesting.
Okay.
Thoughts about your partner?
Yeah. We, like I said, we had similar views, like literally 90% on things we both agreed on. Yeah. I found her quite interesting. We had similar views, and I guess it was interesting hearing our views on abortion too. And I guess that was the only bit we saw.
Okay, any final words or anything you think? Thanks.
Yes, we should have more sex. People are too uptight.